And welcome back. Our next guest is the treasurer for the New York Metro Black Pilots of America and for the tri-state chapter of the Tuskegee Airmen Incorporated. He joins this program to speak about how the organizations are continuing to pay homage to the past while building the bridge to the future. So please welcome to the show, Mike Turnbull. Mike, how are you, man?
Hey, what's going on? I'm well. Thank you for having me on the show.
Hey, did you fly in this morning?
No, I actually didn't fly yet. I actually flew from Aruba. I just got back to New York yesterday, but
Whoa.
it wasn't a personal flight. It was a commercial flight.
There you go. All right. But you do fly. I was hanging out with Donnell and them. Donnell has a four-seater, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I was hanging out with Donnell. We were at one of the Christmas parties at the Kennedy Center for Assemblywoman. She's running for councilwoman, but I can't tell anybody now.
I get how that goes.
Miss Dickens.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Inez Dickens.
Inez Dickens, yes. And
Absolutely.
the mayor came by, everybody came by, and we just had a grand old time. There was food, music, and fun, But don't tell anybody, she is running for city council.
Hey, mum's the word. I won't say nothing.
We just did. So tell us about the wonderful work that you guys are doing with these two organizations. Of course, Tuskegee Airmen. Roscoe Brown used to be a big part of our BronxNet and the Make the Grade Foundation and WBLS, because he was on the board over there also, and he was good friends with another Tuskegee Airman, Percy Sutton, who was an intelligence officer. So tell us about all that whole thing. Give us some inside stuff. Give us some backstage stuff, and bring us up to date.
Okay, so again, like you said, I'm the treasurer of both of the organizations. These are two powerful and well-recognized organizations, two nonprofit national organizations. So for Black Pilots of America, it's a national organization throughout the U.S., and we are the New York chapter. We represent the New York Metro chapter.
Mhm.
And for Tuskegee, Claude B. Govan, Tri-State Chapter, Tuskegee Airmen.
Yes.
I'm the treasurer of that one also. And we represent the Tri-State area, which is the 5 boroughs plus Long Island. Because there's another chapter upstate New York, but we're the Tri-State chapter.
Yeah.
You know.
Give us a little touch, a little history of the Tuskegee. There's Roscoe Brown there. There he is.
Yeah.
He was the first black pilot to shoot down a German airliner, right? Or not an airliner, a warplane.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So in World War II, we were told that we couldn't fly. And one of the quotes from the airmen that they say till today is that they said we couldn't, and we did.
Yeah.
So in World War II, like again, they said that blacks couldn't fly because they didn't have the mental capacity, or they had small brains, or whatever their idea of black men were at the time.
Yeah.
And we were given a hard time, but they persevered, fought, went through the Tuskegee experience, all of that. And once they were assigned to the bombers, we didn't lose any after that.
Yeah, because they were shooting down the bombers left and right. But when the Tuskegee Airmen got up there, it
was a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. And so you're giving me the chills, because you're still working with young people to try to get them, into flight school and things of that nature, right?
Absolutely. So we try to, like you said, we're trying to keep the legacy alive, and we have to educate the new generations, because we go around to some of these schools and we'd be in the classroom. Sometimes I might ask, hey, anybody know about the Tuskegee Airmen? And I've been in a couple of classes where maybe only 2 of them raised their hands, and that's kind of bad,
Yeah.
for them not to know what happened during World War II. And also, as us being black and minorities, we still face these challenges to this day. So we educate them on the history, and then we are training them now how to fly, and the different fields of aviation, and
you want to fly? You believe you can fly? You better know a little bit of history, know where you've been, know where you are, to know where you're going.
Absolutely.
And you can fly.
Yeah, so the different chapters of Black Pilots of America, we have some of them have schools, and we train how to fly, expose the youth to aviation, and it's not only limited to the youth. Anyone that wants to fly, we have different organizations that do different things and different kind of schools,
Yeah.
and different kind of training.
Yeah, no. When I met you guys one time, we were backstage at the Harlem State Office Building. We were doing a show, and you guys were back there. And I think I interviewed you and put you on the radio back, or did some shout outs. But you had a teenager with you that was a phenomenal pilot already. And she was still, training, and she would take you up and fly. And I said, you know what? If I fly, I'm going to go up with you. And she said, yeah, I'll take you. Yeah,
absolutely. So it was a couple of us. Donnell was there, Brian was there, my wife was there.
Yeah.
The young lady was there, and again, we have females that are training. They tend to forget that females can fly too.
Yeah.
So it's not only just the men. So we have airmen and airwomen, and we're training Black men and women how to fly.
I believe I can fly. Now listen, I did that the last time.
Right.
How can people donate, or they want to get involved with your organizations? How can they donate to you?
So that's a great question, and I have the perfect answer for that. So, being that I'm a member of both organizations, Black Pilots of America and Tuskegee, I'm the liaison for a program that we're putting together. We're putting together a program called Helping Our Youth Take Flight. Claude B. Govan Tri-State Chapter, Tuskegee Airmen, Inc. meets New York Metro Black Pilots of America. And in this program, we're raising funds from sponsors and donors to fund introductory flights and ground courses. So the ground courses will be administered by New York Metro Black Pilots of America. It's a 9-week course. And we also do the introductory flights, which is the participant, young aviator, will get in the plane and view the skies or the world from the cockpit. They're in the plane, and there's two controls to where they will be able to manipulate the controls and actually fly the plane.
You're not going to do the Turnbull tumble, are you?
No. Not with passengers. I'll probably do that by myself.
You do. You freak out up there, don't you?
No. I'm not the stuntman. But yeah, so the introductory flights are ages 13 to 17.
That's great.
And that is just so they'll get the experience, because a lot of families might not be able to afford this hobby, career, or whatever you want to call it. It's a little expensive, but that's the purpose of us getting sponsors and donors to raise the money so that they won't have to at least pay just to get the experience, the introductory flight.
Sponsors, donors, and grants. Sponsors, donors, and grants.
Yeah, so the program's called Helping Our Youth Take Flight, and the monies are sent to the Claude B. Govan Tri-State Chapter of Tuskegee Airmen, Inc. Now, the website we have a way they can send money, but I'm the contact person for this program and the liaison.
Look at that whole crew right there. Did you see that whole crew? They just let's put that up one more time. Put that up one more time. Take a look at this crew right here. Who are they?
Absolutely. Yes, and some of the airmen are in there. 2 just recently passed. One was 95. That was William Johnson.
Yeah.
And the other one was Wilfred Dufour. He reached 100 years of age.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
And he was a Tuskegee Airman. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Members of our chapter. We still have one living now, Herbert C. Thorpe.
Yeah. And when we go to these different places and we talk about history, and I always see like a lot of, well, not a lot of them, but there's always 2 or 3 or 4 of them. There used to be. But now that you said there's only one left that's up there?
Only one left in our chapter. There's not only one left. There's only one left in our chapter. That's, and 2 just recently passed.
Yeah.
So the Lonely Eagles at this moment.
Oh, my God. So I would like to become more part of what's happening here with the helping our youth take flight. And you have to come back, and you're a part of the family now. You got to come back and come on more often and tell us everything that's going on with the Tuskegee Airmen and the organization that you're working with.
Absolutely. So again, our first sponsor is the ISTAT Foundation. They donated some funds, and we're able to do 10 flights of that, which would be early spring of 2023. And again, everyone's welcome. We would be welcome for you to support our program as well.
How much do you need? Tell our public how much you need for one.
Okay.
If you need to help one person, how much would that cost?
For one student or one participant, that would be $300, and that would be either introductory flight or a ground course, a 9-week ground course. So the ages again for the introductory flights is ages 13 to 17, and then the ground course would be ages 16 to 24.
All right.
But again, $300 would do either or. That's one. But as much as you want to fund or support, sponsor, would be greatly appreciated.
We got that message. What's the website?
Okay, so that's nyctai.org, and that's the Tuskegee. We also have a Facebook for New York Metro Black Pilots of America.
And what's that one?
It's New York Metro. It's NY Metro Black Pilots of America, and that's on Facebook. We also have an Instagram for New York Metro Black Pilots of America.
Yeah.
And just spell it out the same way.
Beautiful.
Right.
Now,
and then we also have a YouTube page for Tuskegee Airmen, the Claude B. Govan Tri-State Chapter, and there goes the link right there.
All right. I want to be an honorary one. Honorary Tuskegee Airmen.
Hey, I'm sure that would be.
Because I believe I can fly. In my mind, I can fly.
And I know you can. I know you can.
Hey, Mike, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to go up with you guys. Thank you so much for all that you do and helping our youth and helping people and just creating the awareness that, hey, this thing did exist and continues to do so.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. I really appreciate it.
You got it. Mike Turnbull, Treasurer, New York Metro Black Pilots of America, Treasurer, Tri-State Chapter of Tuskegee Airmen Incorporated. We'll take a quick break right here. We'll come back and I believe I can fly with some more next on Open.